right, well, it appears everything is up and functioning. Wow, it's quite the little journey this morning getting the live stream started. I had to restart my computer 'cause I tried to go live at 7:30 on schedule. It wouldn't start. I waited and waited and waited, and then I just restarted my computer, and that took forever. And then when I did get it going, it was not correct. The chat window was non-existent. So we'll give some folks a chance to come in. I'm starting early this morning because we've been invited down to a birthday party at Ronnie, and uh, Shy's place. It's Shy's birthday today, so uh, we're gonna leave here at about 10:30, somewhere in there. So I wanted to have funny how things work out. I wanted to have a proper live stream before we had to go, so we could get as many people in as we could. But ended up almost 30 minutes late. So there you go. What a I might just do another live stream while I'm there. Might do it that way. Uh, you guys do me that favor, hit the thumbs up on your way in. Would appreciate it. Patrick Jones, I wonder if there is weed spray residual in the soil at the duckweed pond. Well, I don't know. I suppose there could be, but it's been more than 2 years since that field was sprayed. Maybe even three, because the only we grew a crop in that field one time in the last 3 years. The last time being the corn, and we didn't spray the corn, so I I I and we don't spray anywhere else. We haven't used Roundup on the farm in several years. So uh, I don't know. I think it's the pH in the soil. I was looking around yesterday for some of my old test strips. Couldn't find them. I'm going to order some online. It's something to do with the soil. It's just I don't know what it is, but it's something to do with the soil. And the only thing I can come up with is that it's pH level. Patrick Jones, that's not it then. Yeah, and I don't. I've begun the circulation of the water. I'm bypassing the pond for now in case it is an issue with the pond water itself. I'm circulating the water from the breeding and round tanks uh, into that new duckweed pond. Should probably, I don't know, by this afternoon the water from the tanks is already hitting. As soon as the circulation began, the water from the tanks was already hitting that field. But uh, should have a complete uh, circulation probably in another 12 hours. And hopefully we see some kind of a dramatic turnaround, or see some kind of detrimental effect to the round tanks from the pond water going into the round tanks. It'll give me uh, a real idea as to if uh, the water in the field is the problem. So we'll see. Anil Magtan, good morning to you as well. Thank you for joining me. Stacy, hello Smith family and everyone. Thank you for joining me, Stacy. It's just me and Charlie's in his room there playing on his phone. Marcel and Tatai and E-Boy have gone into town to get some feed. So it's just me and old Charlie hanging out at the moment. We need to get some fish food, some dog food, some cat food, some pig food. Um, we just needed a little smattering of everything. And so they're off doing that because I know we wouldn't have time later. Probably going to be gone all day. Charles, greetings to you as well. Thank you for joining me. Very much appreciated. Prana Keeper Mike, you as well. Thank you. Mickey Mason, morning to you. Hey, Max, and cloudy and 26 degrees. Yeah, it's cloudy. It's, well, I don't know. You call it cloudy here. Partly cloudy, maybe. Stacy, dang, Andy. Nice, cool morning. That is 26 degrees Celsius. So that's probably, I don't know, what is that? 70, I don't know. I can't, 77, something like that. Some other smart person can do the Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion for me. But yeah, that's the big thing right now is trying to get that field figured out. I'm regretting not sticking to my guns and putting the liner in it now. Um, I acquiesced to Tatai about not putting. He didn't want to put the tarp in it. He just wanted to, you know, uh, do it right on the soil. We should have, and we may have to do that. We may have to just drain it and go ahead and put the tarp in it. If I can't get this duckweed, because look, I know it grows in the tanks, and it grew in one of the tanks that had a pond liner before. So if this water circulation it doesn't do the trick, then we're going to have to drain it and uh, put in the liner. Just no other choice. I need that in production. I've needed that in production for months. Um, there's no way that we can afford to put a concrete bottom, um, but the tarp we can put in. So I'll give it 4 or 5 days. Uh, give the give the circulated water from the round tanks a chance, and if that doesn't do it, then I don't. As much as I hate losing this time, we're just going to have to drain it and put in the tarp. No other choice. Mojo, morning, Brian. What do you think of an outside the box idea? Uh, and pump for a day or two from the ag well directly into the pond and see what it does? Question mark. Um, well, it would fill it up. Um, I mean, you know, I could, but I don't think that's the optimum plan, the optimum idea, because I am still adding water every day from our main well. Not as much as would come in from the ag well, and I need that. We transferred the pump from the ag well. Hang on, I got something in my eye. We transferred the pump from the ag well into the new duckweed pond. So we're running out of pumps. I look. I don't think it's a water issue. I think it's a soil issue, and hopefully, just by circulating water through the uh, breeding in the round tanks, that will cure it, and then keeping that somewhat isolated, not running it through the pond. But if not, well, we'll just pull the plug on it and drain it, and of course we'll have to wait for several days for it to dry enough to where we can get in it and work it without sinking up to our knees in the mud. It is what it is. You're gonna have to do it. Handy-on Mactan 26C times 9 to the fifth power plus 32 equals 78.8. Well, I was only 2 degrees off from, my wild ass guess was only 2 degrees off. That's probably about what it is here, about 78. And that's kind of typical for a morning here. Mojo Philippines, main reason is more circulation. Well, we the pump we have to use is a half horsepower pump, so it's not going to be more or less. It's going to be the same amount of uh, water being moved, and the duckweed doesn't won't grow that well in the well, but I do know that it grows well in the breeding tanks and the round tanks. So that's my reasoning behind it. Uh, Transfer the water from where it is doing well to where it's not doing well. Patrick Jones, 31F and snowy here in Spokane. Hopefully, the last winter here. That's pretty chilly for Spokane. Well, I don't know. They do get some weather up there. Norm LeBlanc. Um, what is the difference in cost of feed between leach on size and full size? You mean as a as an overall cost of the feed? Leach on size here typically is about uh, it's between say 25 and 35 kilos, 20 and 35 kilos, the typical lechon size. And the market weight here is about 85 kilos, 180 pounds or so. And it costs, I don't know, 4,000 pesos, 5,000 pesos to get a pig from, say, 40 kilos to 80 kilos. Feed's expensive. It's expensive. So your profit potential from because you're having to feed them, your profit potential from say 35 kilos to 85 kilos is only about 2,000, 2,500 pesos maximum. Because the going rate now is about live weight, and it varies up and down, and it's going down now because uh, there's a there's and I guess ASF has finally found its way onto the bowl, and so the price of pork is going down at the moment. So I think it's like 175, 170, 175 per kilo. which is down from the roughly 200 that it was 6 months ago. So that really eats into your margin. So what's new with you, Andy? Are you all through traveling? You gonna keep your hat on the wall for a while? Yeah, Norman, that's just a rough guess. I mean, uh, you can do your feed conversions yourself. You know, it so much depends on the breed of pig. Um, Charlie, what? What?
He said, Daddy, I will have a delivery that's going to
Oh, this movie. I thought you went to get paid. Only thought I need one. Want to say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Well, don't put in too much effort there.
Hi, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Goodness, mommy. I thought you were gone.
No, we're just outside.
Oh,
I got this thing.
my fingernails don't need to be cut.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
Naku,
What?
it's so dirty.
It's not dirty. What are you talking about?
You're biting it.
I'm not biting it. That's the nail clipper.
Big one, I remember that.
They're not long, mommy. All right, go ahead. Do what you're gonna do.
What's short for you? What long for you?
So anyway, the grower feed is about 1,950. Just say it's $40 per sack.
90,000.
1,950 pesos.
Yeah.
And depending on the breed of pig, you're going to get anywhere from like 3.5 to 4.5 to 1 feed conversion. So let's see, 2,000, just roughly, so I can do the math, 2,000 pesos on a 50-kilo sack. What is that? 20, 25 pesos per kilo. Is that right?
I don't know. You feel.
You're stressing me out here. Yeah, so I think that works out too.
You think I didn't see anything?
Uh, well, let's see. 50 pesos.
Daddy, your brain is not.
Oh, so that's 40 pesos per kilo. That's what that is. So
43.
43. Okay, so just roughly, let's say 40 pesos per kilo. So you got to multiply that by 3.5 to 4.5. So if it was 40 pesos per kilo and you multiply that by 3.5, that's going to be 140. So that's your cost to grow. If it's 4, then it would be 160 per kilo. And since the going rate right now,
Bye.
where are you going?
Bye, everyone.
Or are you just leaving?
Oh, I'm going to inside the room.
Oh, okay. So your baseline is going to be, your growing cost is going to be between 140 and 170 pesos per kilo. That's your production cost on feed alone. So, and if the price is 170, like it is now, you're in the break-even range. So I hope that explains it a little bit. My shady math this morning. And that's quite a bit higher than it used to be. We had calculated, so we're going off calculations from like 5 years ago, but I had calculated our break even 5 years ago at 110 pesos per kilo feed cost. And then with everything else, probably 120. So at that time, 120 pesos per kilo production cost, and you could get 200 plus. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good deal 5 years ago. But again, things fluctuate. Dr. Jones, do you castrate the males? Yes. Other than the boar that you want to save, yeah, they are castrated. They they don't necessarily grow faster, but they grow fatter. Um, the meat tastes better. Norm, hope that you can resolve the duckweed. I do too. It's just, man, like I said in the video yesterday, where's the easy button? How come nothing is just straightforward? You know, why is it so hard to replicate something? You know, we're going duckweed in the duckweed tanks. It's doing great. Why can't we just put some water in a field and it just grow? Why does it have to be complicated? It's just after a while it just wears on you. Trevor Kirk clip his toenails also Marcel. She did the toenails about a week ago. Norm, I have been watching your video from the start. Great job. Well, I appreciate it, Norm. That's been a long start. That's like, I think we started, I think June or July. I think July of this year will be our 7th year. Can you believe it? Our 7th year with the YouTube channel. That's hard for me to believe. That's a long time. And if you've been here since then, much appreciated. But that's wow. Where does the time go? You know, it's funny. Um, just how time passes. Not funny, haha, but funny, kind of in a strange way. I was gonna look. I think we're coming up on 8,000 videos. Is that blows my mind as well. Andy on Mactan, I stumbled on the Kiwi idiot 7 years ago. Well, he's so short, he's not at eye level. Easy to stumble on him, trip over him. Him and Philip are still going round and round. Good Lord. Philip messaged me and told me he was on a live stream last night. My bedtime, so I didn't watch it. But Philip hasn't messaged me this morning. But I bet it was entertaining for those who partook. Norm, I am sure you will get more views when you do construction of addition. Oh, you mean when we begin the remodeling of the house? Yeah, perhaps. That's always the challenge with the YouTube channel, is how to keep it fresh and how to keep people interested. I can only do so many duckweed videos, right? Kurt, GD said you were on Philip live stream commenting and listening. I on Philip's live stream, yeah, but that was much earlier in the day. But Philip had messaged me saying that GD was doing a live stream, and I just too late for me. It was like 11 o'clock or midnight, something. I don't know. I don't even know what time it was. I was just 2 minutes from closing my eyes. Charles, is 38 outside my house and 82 inside my house. I just like the cold. Well, it sounds like it. 82 for me is too damn hot inside. MFK 34 watching, only 6 likes. Hit that button, please. Yeah, there must be a lot of trolls. The trolls don't like hitting the like button. MX10, Charlie Bryan question mark. In Japan, they rent out ponds to the Sunday rod fishermen. Get Charlie on the pond. Yeah, I don't know. Someday we're going to get Marcel's little uh, gazebo down there so she could fish at her leisure. You know what? I'm tired of this. Where are they? I don't know. It's tough getting old and blind. Can't see far away, can't see close up. Ah, brother. Griffin, hi, Brian. The picture quality of GD versus Rizzuto was exceptionally clear. I can almost see the pores on your face, and I also enjoyed the vid. Too bad Jegs won't take any advice from you. Yeah, well, I took that video with, Charlie's using my phone at the moment. It's supposed to be my new phone when we got like 6 months ago, but Charlie has taken it over for the moment. And that's what I'm doing the videos on for the most part lately. Once in a while, I'll really need to take a portion of a video and I'll have to revert back and use my old phone. I still have my old phone here with the broken screen. You can see it's all screwed up. The 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 screen on it is broken. All this black here. It's just it's even though we had it repaired, broke again pretty quick. But I still keep this phone, still use it. That's what uh, it's basically my chat phone and what I send and receive messages on. So I keep it. Never put the SIM in the new phone because I don't know how to transfer Messenger to the new phone. I long ago uh, lost my or forgot my Facebook password, and so I haven't logged into Facebook in like 4 years. So anyway, Corto Maltese. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining in. Norm LeBlanc. I watched James of Texas Filipino when he built his big house. I am a retired carpenter. So where do you live, Norm? I'm like a retired nail driver. I wouldn't exactly call myself a carpenter, uh, but I did do, you know, sheetrock, framing, roofing, uh, you know, as a living for periods of my life, but would not call myself a carpenter. Patrick Jones, what's going on with the Ford truck? Question mark. That Ford truck is going to the mechanic. Well, I was going to say tomorrow, but Monday. That's tomorrow. So uh, we're going to be taking it down there, and I will keep you guys informed. But I'm tired of looking at it in the yard here, and it's not going to fix itself. So it's time. It's time to just take it down there and have them fix it. So stay tuned, Patrick. It's happening tomorrow. Kaipana, Carl. Good morning, morning, Brian. What did Philip and Aiko do to the dimwit, and why is he so upset with him? Honestly, I don't know. Um, you know the dimwit. Anyone who has any kind of association with me, he's going to attack, just like he did you. Uh, anyone who gives me the time of the day is, by default, uh, GD Meade's enemy. I have no idea what they did, or if they did anything at all. It doesn't, it doesn't take anything to set that little fool off. Uh, he's a mental case. So I'm sorry, Carl. I can't answer that question. Norm, how does Charlie like school? Does he miss school on weekend? He loves school. His mother's not liking it much. I think it's kind of cute. It's kind of funny, but he's got a little girlfriend now, Mia, and it's cute. And he's got buddies there that we occasionally have them through the house, and we'll all go down to the swimming pool or the beach. Um, he loves school. Norm, New Brunswick, next to Maine. Norm, I was a finish carpenter doing furniture for 25 schools, 25 years. Wow. You know, I could not call myself a finish carpenter. The fine work, because look, you can cover up a lot of mishits with your hammer. You can cover up a lot of stuff uh, with paint and plaster. Uh, the most detailed thing I ever did was I made a mahjong table. This was, I don't know, 15 years ago, and it was nice. When I finished with it, it was a very nice little table. Um, my ex-wife uh, and her friends and her mother, my mother-in-law and her friends, all loved to play mahjong. It's a Chinese game with tiles. They love to play it, but um, at that time we were all working different shifts, And those tiles, when you shuffle around those tiles on a plastic table, and they're noisy. And always waking either me or my ex up when they played, just from the shuffling of the tiles. So I made them a nice felt topped, uh, a nice table. Had a intricate inlaid rim, a raised uh, border on it. It was a nice table, and it was not noisy. Anything back to $1.58 pesos. Yeah, I was hoping it would creep up there to 60 because it went to 58 pretty quick. It went from like 52, 53 to 58 pretty quick, and now it seems kind of stuck there. So, but I'm still hoping for that 60, 61. We'll see. Uh, Trevor Kirk, you should have the hitch installed on the truck uh, while it is in the shop. That's an idea. Maybe I will. That's an idea. I haven't even looked at the bumper on that to see if it has a hole in it for the ball. But if not, I do have the receiver. I could easily have that installed, I suppose. Andy, how much are eggs on the whole? Love, how much was that last tray of eggs you just bought? 200? So 225 pesos for a tray of medium and 235 for large. So that's 2.5 dozen. If it's 235, it's about 9 pesos each. So it's about $2 a dozen, a little over $2 a dozen. Which compared to the U.S. is it's like they're almost free. Um, one of my daughters was telling me they just paid $7.80 for a dozen eggs in Tennessee, which I find just what the hell. I mean, that's like 60 cents per egg. Um, what we got here? GD Mead. GD Mead a loser. Brian, I hope Philip goes after GD Mead in a big way. Well, actually, I don't. Um, not in a big way. Not in the way that he's capable of. Um, Trevor Kirk, that carpenter work on top of the ice cream truck, on top of the ice cream van, didn't look great. Well, it was functional. I mean, I put wooden extensions on those that would, you could drive 80 miles an hour, and they held in place. Norman Blanc, how many more fish did you get from the fish trap? I think all together we've gotten close to 1,000 now of the fingerlings. I didn't check with Tata if he. What? I didn't check with Tata to ask him if he got any this morning. But he's been he's been pulling that trap like 3 times a day and getting 150, 200, 200 plus every time. Oh, my Yaya is here.
Yaya, Nate. Come around.
All around maid.
Yeah. Sweeping the floor.
Yeah, you're doing a very good job, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to resign now. I don't know if I can get my payment.
You'll get your salary later. Turns and behold, good morning, Brian. I see Gladys is posting on YouTube again. And I thought their big house got destroyed from Odette, moved off its foundation. But I guess no, but I guess not. Just needs to be finished. Yeah, it didn't get moved off its foundation, but the water went all the way up to the ceiling of the first floor. Broke out all the as I remember, it broke out all the ground floor windows, and they'd used actual real sheetrock instead of what do they call it? Hardiflex, the concrete infused cardboard. The typhoon did a lot of damage to that house. Didn't move it off the foundation, but did a lot of damage to it. And I don't know what all needs to be done. I do know that it's very close to the. I mean, it's like 2 feet from the water on high tide, and only about a foot above the water on high tide. Now, Philip had done something to where they had permission to extend out the seawall, well, extend out and make a seawall. I don't know. I think like 60 feet out from the existing seawall. He had that all approved, and that's what they were going to do. In fact, that was pretty close to happening right when the typhoon came. Would it have made any difference with the typhoon? No, but moving forward, it would have just would have moved the ocean back that far. Where are we at here? Norm, I lost 3 tips of my left hand in the year 1983, but I was still able to work. Cut my fingers on a sharper. A sharpener, maybe? I was lucky in all my working life, all my endeavors. I was never seriously hurt. A few close calls here and there, but uh, never anything serious. Andy, yeah, Andy and Ricky are corresponding here. Andy, I don't know, bandsaw, question mark. Trevor Kirk, did the female tilapia eggs fall through the nets to the bottom of the pond? Well, I would assume so. The reason we're getting so much breeding in that pond is from the fish that escaped the net that we didn't secure the cover over. And, it only takes a few. And tilapia being tilapia, those few then turn into hundreds, and those hundreds very quickly turn into thousands. Mr. Somebody, how's your Ford truck? Any luck resurrecting it? Someone else just asked about that. It's going to the shop tomorrow. And how long that will take, how long it'll take them to get it going, and what it'll cost, I don't know. But you guys will have a front row seat to whatever that will be. Hopefully, it's just the mechanic said that he wanted to just redo the work that had been done before, just replace the head gasket. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have him start with the clutch and get the clutch operational, and then I'm going to give it a serious tow. See if I can get it to start before we get into the motor and start breaking the motor down. It's probably as the mechanic stated, who did the original work. He thought it was the timing, that he had screwed up the timing when he put it back together. He got the timing marks or timing chain in the wrong spot, and that's why it won't start. Well, I want to make sure that that's the problem. So number one is to get the clutch fixed, get it working, and tow it, and see if I can even get it to fire. And if I can't get it to fire, then I'm going to have him check and see if the fuel pump is working. And because that's kind of necessary to get the engine running, is making sure the fuel pump is working. And if those things are a go and it still won't start, I mean, if it's getting fuel and it's getting sufficient revolutions that it should start, and it does not, then it's some sort of internal problem with the engine, and then we can tear the engine down, and hopefully we can figure out what the problem is. Norm, Sharper is like a molder making molding, so it's like it's like a form of a planer. Uh, Truth and behold, sharpers are old school machines. We had one at local occupational center. I actually don't know what it is. I don't know if I've ever seen one before. Maybe I have. I just didn't know what it was called. And in MAC-10, I worked with Japanese reverse molders some 18 years ago. So is that a different name for a sharper, a reverse molder? Trevor Kirk, how are you going to transfer the truck title to your name and get it registered? There might be back fees to pay for being unregistered for so long. Well, how are we going to do it? I guess we're going to do it the same way that everyone else would. We're going to go down to the LTO and say, what do we got to do? And if there's back fees, well, then there's back fees. There probably are fees and penalties. Me and Bruce are just going to go down there and say, here we are, and here's the paperwork we do have. What do we got to do next? Huh? Counting?
Walang pizza.
Huh? You do. What do we? Where are we at here? Norm, Terrence only had 6 weeks to reach UK. I don't understand. Terrence had only 6 weeks to reach UK. I don't know. No comprende. Mr. Somebody, is the truck's engine with a mechanical injection or electronic? I have no idea because I looked it up online. You know, I've had diesels before. Usually the injector pump is pretty easy to find. I couldn't find it, so I looked up the location online, and I still can't find it. I've never found the injector pump. You know, usually it's pretty easy. You just trace back the lines to something that looks like a miniature toaster, and that's the injector pump. I cannot find it on that engine, so and I don't have any tools to fix it if I did find it. So I'm going to let someone else with the tools and the expertise to make it happen do it. Journeys in Behold. Yep, Brian uses like a lathe tool, a lathe tool bit, and peels the metal in chips like a planer. But he said he was making molding, so I would assume that it can be set. It's like a planer that just doesn't plane a flat surface. It makes a raised pattern. It leaves something out that would Norm, sorry you missed my other message. Maybe I missed the sharper is like a molder making molding. What? You're home? Well, you never went anywhere.
I went outside.
Uh,
Now I'm home.
Mommy, come on. What do you got in there? You got a new purse?
No, it's old. Like 2 weeks ago.
So it's old now? God, Mommy.
It's old. It's like 2 weeks ago.
What? What's inside?
Nothing.
Oh.
My Mercury Drugstore wallet. That's all.
Where's all the money?
I don't have money. That's all I
Okay,
have.
well, if you don't have money, I'm not interested in.
I have ball pen. That's all.
A ball pen.
Paper. I don't know why there's a lot of paper in my purse. Saka, we're always making less every time we went to the store.
Mr. Somebody, Ford dealer would have the proper computer tools to diagnose it. Indeed, he would. I'm sure. However, the problem is that the Ford dealer is a 2.5 hour drive away in Tagbilaran. And the tow bill to get that truck down there to the Ford dealer would probably be $400 or $500. And that ain't gonna happen. Norm, Terrence and Beth had only 6 weeks to send letter to UK that he's still alive. Terrence have to send letter every year. Terrence missed pension check 3 years in a row. It's if he's depending on the mail and not doing it electronically, then he's just he's in for consternation and a headache. The mail is incredibly unreliable. In fact, I need to go and check and see if we've got any mail. I go to the post office about once a month because it's not delivered to your door. It's not like the West. You go to the post office and check and see if you have any mail. And in our case, the problem is sometimes I don't know what their thinking process is. Sometimes the mail will go to the post office. You have to pick it up there. But sometimes it will go to the barangay hall, the secretary at the barangay hall. And how are you? And they don't tell you. So how are you supposed to know? I don't know. I guess they assume that everybody has lots of time to waste running around trying to figure out where their mail is, but we don't. Iko, morning to you, Sir Rick. Hello, Brian and Marcel. Thank you for joining in, Rick. Moldings are formed from moldings are formed from sand moldings at a foundry. I thought we were talking wood. And I didn't even know there was such a thing as a metal molding. Rizzuto, see your messages. You send me some messages, Philip. Yeah, I guess you did. Wow, you think about that. 13 of them. What? This is all about the Dimwit's last live stream. What did I do? Yeah, so much. So that's so funny. Yeah, you definitely got him wound up, but that's easy to do. Poor old guy. Poor old pathetic twat. Yeah, it's pretty funny, Philip. All right, guys. So now we've got 48 watching, and we still only have 11 thumbs up. You guys quit being so stingy with your thumbs up there. Norm, UK don't accept email. Well, maybe it's about time they got into the 21st century. Why would they not accept email? Ennio Mactan, hey Rizzuto, what the heck is going on? I wanted to ask you, Philip, while you're here, Did you start another channel that just uh is Mr. Rizzuto? Norm, Terrence has no problem with his U.S. pension. Well, I'm going to be solving my problem soon, hopefully, with my U.S. pension. Stacy, Rizzuto, you a bad boy. You got the drunk from Australia stirred up. It doesn't take much. Um, has he come on drunk yet, guys? That's what I want to know. Because that's when you get your popcorn out. Is when that little twat gets drunk, starts rambling. Um, Journeys in Behold. I was plastic injection mold maker for 30 plus years. Wow, who would have thought there's like that's like 4 people now in the chat who had something to do with molding. Stacy, hit that thumbs up, trolls. I agree. Even the trolls can hit the thumbs up. Come on. Norm, the shaping machine. Well, you were saying sharper before. So it's a shaping machine was to make that groove on kitchen cabinet doors. When we bought doors, I was on that machine for a week. So it's a shaping machine, not a sharper. I'm confused, Norm. Trevor Kirk, GD said people were making accusations against you in Philip live stream, Brian, and you didn't dispute the accusations. I was only on Philip's live stream for about 5 minutes, so I wasn't aware of any accusations. I don't know, guys. I don't have hours and hours and hours in the day to go back and watch live streams. Julie, yes, that is my channel. Okay, I'll hit the subscribe button. Stacy, yes, a 3-hour drunk stream last night. Really? Was he drunk last night? Damn it. I missed it. Well, there's no way that I can do the dimwit for 3 hours. Uh, it's hard for me to even stomach 5 minutes. Rizzuto, it was a zinger last night. I was just, I have to sleep, especially because I knew I was going to get up early this morning. So, Philip, were you on the Dimwits live stream trolling him under Ico's handle? Let me guess, he blocked you, right? That's what the dimwit under. He doesn't get. He thinks he's a troll. Well, he is a troll, but he doesn't know that he is. But he doesn't understand trolling. He doesn't get it. Um, Poor little guy. Norm, yes, shaping machine. Okay. Stacy, drunk and mad. Oh, those are the best ones. I damn my need for sleep. Rizzuto, no, I set them straight. I let them know you're a good guy, and what they said wasn't correct, or it's your business, not theirs. Well, I appreciate that, Philip. I don't know what the reference is, but uh, look, that the internet. People say any kind of stupid shit that they want to, that they heard from some other idiot that some other idiot made up. So it's third or fourth hand incorrect information. Andy on Mactan. Okay, Rizzuto, Phil. I'm an I'm an activist against the idiot in Australia who have who I am fighting for. Who am I fighting for in the new saga? Uh, well, doesn't matter who you're for as long as you're against the dimwit. Rizzuto, yeah, he blocked me, so I used her account plus Gladys's. Plus Gladys was there uh, talking shit to him also. I'll have to go back and read all that. So he was getting it from all sides. You were running him down. Gladys was running him down. Poor little guy. Trevor Kirk. Rizzuto said he is going to show up to GD house if GD doesn't stop. What are the chances of that actually happening? Question mark. I don't know. Ask Philip. I I I wouldn't put it past him that way. I would say the chances are much more than zero. Are they 100%? Probably not 100%, but much more than zero. Trevor Kirk, Gladys and Rizzuto had words for each other also. Well, yeah, that's why I don't want. That's why I'm not going to get involved in the beef between Philip and Gladys. Uh, I like them both. They have both always been good to me. Um, and as I've said before, it's tough when people who you know and are friendly with uh, separate, split, divorce, whatever. It's hard. Um, and I know whatever is going on between those two people, you know, they so any couple that has been together for a while knows how to push each other's buttons, and there's feeling behind whatever is said or done. Uh, and so that generally they just if you want to hear something good about a guy, don't talk to his ex, um, because even though she may have worshiped the ground that he walked on and loved him dearly at some point, that time has passed, and she's not going to say any good things about him now. So, and vice versa. So, I'm not gonna pick a side. I'm not gonna get involved. That's between Philip and Gladys. Rizzuto, yeah, I'll go 100%. I don't know, Philip. You better be careful. You might get that uh, palm thrust to the nose. He might, the dimwit might bust out them military fighting skills on you. Good Lord. Journeys and Behold. GD has just been uh, kicked in the head by kangaroos too many times. That's funny. Yeah, he's been kicked in the head too many times by something. I think it's a little. Somebody's been hitting him in the head with his boxes of wine. Anyhow, Mac said, "Yeah, Phil comes across as a normal guy. He is a normal guy. You know, some issues with uh, PTSD from the military, uh, but a pretty normal guy. Whereas GD is just, well, he's a mental case. He is really, um, well, everybody knows GD. I mean, how he's never met Philip. He's never met Iko. He doesn't really know them. And how can he attack them so? vociferously online and say such horrible things about him, and he's never met him. It's just, well, that's GD. So I can just pretty much, uh, well, I would bet a lot of money that the dimwit is never coming to the Philippines again, because he said too much. He has said too many things about Filipinos uh, to be safe here. Stacy, GD has, but yeah, GD is a mental problem. Rizzuto, no, me and Gladys were texting what to say. LOL, we were cracking up. See, you and Gladys were both trolling him. Trevor Kirk, Gladys just keeps telling Rizzuto to leave her alone, and she is on, relying on the law to sort things out. Stacy, Rizzuto is a slick devil. Norm, I watched the 3 troll YouTubers that talk about you.
Daddy,
Yes.
my swimming suit is nice.
Your swimming suit is nice. Did mommy get you a new swimming suit?
No.
Oh, you're wearing it. Wow, look at you. You're styling.
Yeah,
Very
because he's
cute,
going
boy.
to the beach without.
Oh, and you got new swimming shoes? Wow, look at you. Very nice. You like those colors?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the one who chooses it.
Is it with a hole?
Yeah, with the holes in it? Beautiful. Do they fit you properly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We go to
it's
What?
good.
go to the beach.
You want to go to the beach?
No, to the
Uh,
swimming pool.
Eh. Eh.
Stop.
Eh.
somehow we're going to have to talk him out of
Go
that.
to the swimming pool.
Eh. Eh.
Kisses.
Do you like it?
Give daddy a kiss. You give mommy. Mm. What are you wiping mommy's kisses off for?
You.
Sweet boy. Mm.
Mommy, you're lucky.
Sweet boy.
You're big.
What?
You're big.
I am big.
Mommy's big.
I have banana cue. You know what? I cook banana cue for you.
Those two are being goofy. Where were we at? Norm, I watched the 3 troll YouTubers that talk about you. I reported all of their YouTube. I watch YouTube 12 hours a day. Wow. Well, good on you, Norm, but I don't have 12 hours to watch YouTube every day. And who are the 3? I guess, well, exposing expats, since I exposed them, I don't think they've posted a video. And let's see, and then there's the dimwit, of course. Who's the 3rd one? Stacy, Brian GD says you need him for content, but he uses you for content to make money from talking about you, so you can make money talking about him. I don't need the dimwit for content. There's plenty going on this farm. The core of this channel, but it is entertaining for folks when I very occasionally, very rarely, make a video about the dimwit. I think I've made like 10 altogether about the dimwit. But they hurt his feelings so bad that I think they multiply in his head. even though he's made thousands of videos about me, me making 10 about him just sets his hair on fire. And I guess they multiply in his head. Um, is that OU or QU? Well, we'll just say it's 81. How's that? You're absolutely right, Brian. He will never go to the Philippines ever again. Everybody knows he's a coward. Hey, that's true. You know, GD likes to keep this facade going that he's a tough guy. He's a coward and a drunk and a loser, and everybody knows it. When I did the Rizzuto versus Meade video, I went and watched the video that he had put out, bagging on Philip. There were 5 comments on that video, all from him. So nobody who really gives a crap watches his channel, and certainly no one gives a crap enough to leave a comment, because everyone has figured out that he's all smoke and mirrors and bullshit, and he's a coward and a drunk. Everybody knows it now, and there's nothing that he can do at this point to convince people of anything else, because it's so blatantly obvious what a dropkick loser this guy is. Ennio Mac 10, camels are better caravans, and they all have the left leg. Is he still going on about that trailer trash trailer that he's got? Stacy, UGD says he not scared of anyone, but he told Brian to pick a time and date, and he would squash Brian. We still waiting on that. Well, can't wait anymore, because I did pick a time and a date, and the cowardly little twat never showed up. And funny, he never mentioned it either. After his big challenge, I'll meet him anywhere at any time, and I'll give Brian the tune-up he so richly deserves. And it was just name the time and the place, and I'll be there. I did, and then I showed up, and he didn't. But during that, like 6, because I gave him like 6 weeks, 2 months or something to get it all together so that he'd be able to be there. But he never even mentioned his little challenge or the fact that he didn't show up. So he's just a coward. MFK, GD got brain damage from drinking that paint thinner wine. Yeah. How many gallons over the decades has he sucked down his gullet? It does have an effect on you after a while. Stacy, grinding coconuts is the third one. I've never actually, I can't speak to grinding coconuts, because I've never actually watched one of his there, or whatever it is. I've never actually watched one of their videos. I hear about it, but I just don't care. Trevor Kirk, Rizzuto going to Australia to confront GD is a bad idea. You have no rights in Australia, and GD has all of the civil rights as a citizen. Well, there's some truth in what you're saying there. I mean, I wouldn't go to Australia to confront him, because I'm not an Australian citizen. And GD is that kind of little bitch. He'll talk all kinds of crap. But when the rubber meets the road, he'll just call the cops and go, ah, look what this guy's trying to hurt me. He's that kind of a little bitch. Um, he'll if Philip went to his door and knocked on his door, GD would run to the phone and pick it up and call the police and say, "There's someone outside with a gun threatening me." And that's the call that he would make. He wouldn't go answer the door, and he wouldn't yell through the door. Uh, he would just make the phone call and go barricade himself in the basement until the police got there. And then when the police did show up, then he would come out and start running his mouth, uh, because that's the kind of little bitch that he is. Now it would be great entertainment. Get the popcorn out, because I would imagine if Philip went to visit him, he'd be doing a live stream at the same time. But uh, it's a there's no way to win in that scenario. And if you do go, well, if you go and he does come out and and you get into some kind of a physical altercation, well, then it's a 30-something guy beating up on a 60-year-old something guy, and that's not going to go well either. I don't know what the elder abuse laws are in Australia, but it's just not a good idea. Turning and behold, it's Foundation Day coming on February 11th. Going to have live bands here in Buena Vista. The little arrow is in the way here. Good fun and cheap food coming up this week here. Where you going, buddy? Norm, Jumbo 360 also. He's like disappeared, right? You know, you got to feel sorry for old Jimbo. He was just trolling, trying to build a channel, trying to build up subscribers, trying to be relevant, much the same way that the Dimwit has. Just trying to justify his existence, trying to be relevant, just like the Dimwit. But nobody cares. Andy on MacTan, Trevor Kirk, the idiot invited Philip to attend 17 Laurel Avenue Casino at his own expense. So the Dimwit invited you down there, Philip? Did he invite me? Yes, he did. There you go, Philip. You were invited. You were invited to come on down. Who was that? Oh, I go. The Price is Right. Who was that announcer? Come on down. Rod Roddy. I think that was his name. Rod Roddy. God, that was a long time ago. Actually, Andy, I guess hasn't GD invited anyone who wants to come and visit him that he'll pick them up at the airport and show them a good time? I guess he didn't show the Sneaky Yellow Devil that much of a good time. His little gay friend showed up, or maybe they had a super extra good time, and the little Yellow Devil doesn't want to talk about it now. Because it's funny, after their little visit, their little bromance there, never a comment again from the little Yellow Devil. There was some kind of a dust up there. Little lover spat, I think. MFK grinding coconuts. I watched one was Chris's talking crap about you. What's a Chris's? You lost me there, MFK. I'm not picking up what you're putting down there. Rizzuto, buy me a ticket, LOL. Never heard. Andy, GD invited his subscribers. Wasn't meant for Philip. Do you really think GD wants Rizzuto in his house? Oh, I can guarantee you GD doesn't want Rizzuto in his house. GD only wants little gay guys from San Francisco in his house. That's really the only people that GD wants visiting. Stacy, you're not missing nothing. Grinding coconuts is like watching paint dry. Journeys in Behold, Philip, just hire a few kangaroos to give him a little courtesy visit. Philip has other means at his disposal. So, Philip, are you going to be in Carmen today? Are you actually going to meet us there? Andy, Trevor Kirk, are you in conversation with the idiot on his channel? Question mark. Rizzuto, yeah, my friends have a MC there. I already called him. What's an MC? Trevor Kirk, now Rizzuto is going to bring a gun to Australia, Brian? I don't know. You ask him. Andy, Andy on Max and rank out of order, Trevor Kirk. Misinfo spreading. Rizzuto's, I don't have them skills, LOL. Stacy, yeah, Jimbo was moved. Jimbo has moved on. He never mentions you anymore. And I never did watch him. So I don't know what he's doing now, if anything. Norm, I was watching Blind Owl with Dan till one day I chatted with his wife and she told me that Terrence and Beth video was like a funny farm. I won't say what I told her. Yeah, I don't know. There was no love lost in that circle there. Mizuno, I've been trying to get a hold of Sick Grandpa or what his handle is. Make a troll video. Well, it's Ricky. It's his name, I think. Bob Barker. Bob Barker was the host, but the announcer was, I think, was Rod Roddy. Having you heard Brian, he got a nice package from the sneaky little yellow devil, 500 and some body tasting jam. Well, if he got a package, if he got a package from the Little Yellow Devil, then it was sent months and months ago because that's how long it takes. So that was probably before, it was probably sent before they had their little lever spat. Maniamac 10, Phil GD loser is Ricky. Rizzuto, yeah, he said he is so important. Someone sent him $500. I told him that is like centavos. Yeah, we will meet you. All right. I don't know. I guess Marcel gave you the time. I'm going to be leaving. We're going to be leaving in about an hour, I think. Griffin, good to see you. Stacy, your live stream earlier today was a good one. Gary missed a live stream last week. Do you know if he'll do one tomorrow? Mizuto, MC is a motorcycle club. Like 1%er. Oh, that's right. Didn't the dimwit say that he was in a motorcycle club too, along with his little fake badge and his all his other accolades, that he was also a biker? Good Lord, GD. Someone left a comment on my channel about when you're in a hole, stop digging. That never computes with the dimwit. Trevor Kirk, Rizzuto, Ricky new channel is Big Shot Travel. Oh, hey Rizzuto, be careful. JD made a video about his connection with the motorcycle gang. Yeah. Oh Lord. FK, some guy named Chris is maybe GD. Norm, Jimbo 360 made a video with May husband. Sorry, I forgot his name. He accused May of marrying him to be able to go to US. I told you about May when they had their oops. I told you about May when they had their house for sale. May is close to Dan's wife's sis. I think you are confused, Norm. The only May that I know is Mike and May, and I'm sure that Mike never made a video with Jimbo. Oh, I know. You're talking about Dwayne and Lovely May. Yeah, okay. I understand now. Yeah, most definitely wasn't Mike. Big Tones changed his mind. He didn't want to leave a message after all. Rizzuto, I'm a honorary member of the Rebels MC. Thank me later. Content coming. AMX, my goodness, Big Tones. Well, I don't know what the message was. So, Charles Rizzuto, go easy on GD because he is as much a threat as an 11-year-old girl. GD is only a threat to himself. Just pathetic. Turns and behold, Norm, that was at Dwayne. Big Tone. Sick Grandpa has 2 channels these days. Not sure what happened to his original channel. You're asking the wrong guy about information on other YouTube channels. You know, Brian, me, you, and Marcel, Heiko, and the kids will go there to his house. I'll flip the bill to do a live stream in front of his house. Anyone else want to come? Well, if we can talk Marcel into going, I mean, I'm down for it. Would be funny. And hey, I've never been to Australia. Why not? I can go see a real live kangaroo. Stacy Griff, as far as I know, Gary won't do his live stream tomorrow. I was told he has to work tomorrow. Okay. Got a headache coming on, so I'm going to take some ibuprofen. Steadfast Stacy, I want to go Rizzuto because GD really loves me. Come on, Stacy. The more the merrier. Ennio Mactan, Big Tones, I have a permanent room at the Asomex Square Hotel. I don't know if I don't have any idea if I'm saying that right, Andy. Norm, I was talking about Lovely May. She lived close to Dan, wife's sister. May is not doing YouTube anymore. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. But when you just said May, the only May, quote unquote, May that I know is Mike and May. And I'm sure that, Mike and May are good. So I'm sure it wasn't. And then I kind of May, and then I figured out you meant Dwayne. Oh, yep. He's a short man wearing a diaper with verbal diarrhea. That pretty much sums up the dimwit. Big Tones, I'll visit you when we come over to the Philippines towards the end of the year. We going to New Zealand in April. I'd love to meet you. Tony. You have a open invitation. We'll pick you up at the port. Stacy, GD lied to my brother when he called him. He said he would have criminals after him But what makes me angry is he said he would send a pizza. A pizza. Still waiting on that pizza. Yeah, well, my feelings are hurt now because GD never promised to send me a pizza. Attorneys and behold, GD is a threat to a box of wine. Oh, he's a mortal threat to a box of wine. Oh, what? No, no, no. A cask of wine. Because GD is high society. He doesn't drink his wine from a box. He drinks it from a cask. Rizzuto. That's why I'll think about. Is a kangaroo kicked you? And yeah, Stacy, would be interesting. Let's go. Rizzuto, Philippines for us will go also. What do you mean Philippines for us? Is that like Toys R Us? Big tones. Andy, then again, I might be in prison, according to GD. How many people are supposed to be going to jail, according to the dimwit? I think there's Big Tony, Tilapia Dave, myself. Um, I'm old. I know I'm forgetting someone. I don't think the prisons of the world are big enough to put everyone that GD says are going to go. Yeah, come on. I'll cook you a hamburger. Rizzuto, I'll ask the Aherns if they want to come also, and Commander Dowd and some others. It's like YouTube Make a Wish Foundation for GD. Yeah, I don't know if Ansel would want to. Yeah, why not? Um, we'll all go. It'll be a party. Trevor, can Big Tone stay at your house for a few nights when he comes? Question mark. There's really no space here. We only got a 2-bedroom house. Um, I guess the answer to that would be no, unless he wants to sleep on a mattress on the floor, and I don't think that would. I don't think he'd like that much. So I guess no. But there are nice enough hotels in town. I've thought about, at some point, the little where I've got the solar stuff now, that little building there. I've thought about finishing that off. Hollow blocks, aircon, properly finishing it for like a guest house. But we need to get our house done first, so it's way down the road. Indian Mactan, Big Tones. I know. I now use C the CC Lex a lot going downtown. What is that, Andy? What is a CC Lex? Rizzuto, yeah, I told GD to give Pete back his curtains. Well, how in the hell did Pete's curtains get in the conversation? Kirk, I thought the trolls were saying Brian had Pete's curtains. They must be some colorblind trolls because our curtains are like they're supposed to be blue. To me, they're like a slate gray. Um, these are our curtains here. Uh, Pete's are like color coordinated to his house, which are that bright light blue. These people are just mental cases. Good Lord. It's like the dimwit and his pink curtains. He, maybe that's it. Maybe the dimwit is colorblind. That he just can't see. He can't see colors. Journeys and behold, Phil, I would be more worried about the walking planks in the Badjo town. Look pretty sketchy to me. Rizzuto, yeah, I'm always worried about falling into the ocean. Psycho Stalker, just tuning in. Hope everyone is well. Everyone is well. Um, I'm doing just great. Stacy, Lucy, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Psycho Stalker, is that you, Lucy? Um, either way, it doesn't matter. Thank you for joining in, whoever you are. India Mac 10. Thanks, guys. need to get I need to get Sunday and get my family shopping done, 10 a.m. to noon. Then free time for me. Well, Andy, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your participation. And while it's not my favorite thing to do in the world, I wish you happy shopping. Rizzuto, did you know I told GD Australian brickwork is not as good as the Philippines? He popped his back again. Uh, Told him not to have a brain aneurysm and stop stuttering. It's so easy to push that little fool's button. Uh, Later, Andy. Lauren, what happened with you and GD Mead? Where were you friend and did you talk to him often? Sorry, I forgot about when you mentioned GD on your channel. It was long ago. It's a long story, which I have repeated over and over and over again. Uh, I'm not going to go into it again, other than to say no, we weren't friends. We were uh, YouTube acquaintances. We never met. Um, he likes to put out there that he was somehow my mentor. Good Lord, he's just delusional. Uh, I'm 63 years old. Nobody is my mentor. What an ignorant twat. Um, Journeys and Behold. It's the new bridge, Brian. See, oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't know that it had a special name. Why would they call it CC Lex? Mizuno, he tried to say he was my mentor also. Oh yeah, good Lord. GD couldn't mentor a cat. how this poor old guy gets off saying that he's such a big shot. I guess in his own little mind he is. Um, Griffin, I think Lovely May is Pastor Timio's daughter. Yeah, you're correct, Griffin. Trevor Kirk, Rizzuto said GD sounds like Donald lying. Stutter, stutter. Yeah, you can always tell when the dimwit is, spouting bullshit and lying. Uh, he stutters. He doesn't make clear and concise statements. It's after a while it becomes easy to see, um, or easy to discern when he's making stuff up. It's like when him and Brevis Drew. Uh, it's like when he was telling him about how he went to the Philippines last April or May or whatever it was. And wait, I have to look at the calendar and all this silly crap. You can just tell when the dimwit's lying. Well, yeah, he's always lying, but you can tell when he's lying about something specific. Psycho Stalker, you can tell when GD is lying when his lips are moving. Well, yeah. No truer statement has ever been said. Um, it's just funny to watch. I probably, well, I couldn't have, but I probably should have stayed up last night and 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 watched the live stream. But I couldn't. I had to get sleep because I knew I had to get up this morning. I'm not young like you, Philip. Can't can't do this stuff all night and then function the next day. Um, Norm. Okay, I understand you, Brian. Thank you. Yeah, it's just, I think go back to there. I have a video from, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago called "My Side of the Story." I think that's the title of it. You can go back and watch that, and then you can be informed. I just, I grow weary of saying the same thing over and over and over again. Rizzuto, who wants his IP address? We can log into his camera at his house. LOL. I'll show you, Brian. Then we can call his house. See his reaction. That would be funny. So you have his IP address. What does that do? Having someone's IP address. Trevor, Gladys was upset that GD keeps mentioning Donald's name. Well, I can understand that, because I get upset when he mentions Charlie's name. He, you know, he has no filter. He just says whatever he wants to about anyone and everyone, and it doesn't matter if they're small children even. Um, Someone else's kids are none of his business, but yet somehow he thinks he has uh, the right to talk about it. I would never uh, talk about someone else's children in a derogatory manner, most especially if I've never met them. It's just, I don't know. I know you're watching GD because you can't stay away. You're an ignorant loser, GD Mead. Jeffrey David Mead is an ignorant loser and a drunk and a coward. You gonna come sue me, GD? Come on. You gonna sue me for cyber libel? Here I am. Oh, Tata and E-Boy are back. Stacy, that's why you never see GD kids at his house or grandkids. 5 years you never seen his kids or grandkids on camera. I, Stacy, I don't think any of his kids or his grandkids. Look, would you, even if you were related to the dimwit, would you want to be around him? Serious, it's a serious question. Who would want someone so nasty and toxic in their life, especially around their kids? I for sure wouldn't. Uh, what connection does he have? Even if, there's some question floating around whether or not they are actually his kids or if they're his ex-wife's kids. And yeah, GD is divorced. He's not married. They've got a little scam going on there to scam Australian welfare. Yeah, sue me, GD. Everybody knows. Look, everybody knows about you, GD. Um, you're divorced. You're not married, and none of your family wants to have anything to do with it. Blatantly obvious. Jeff 1349 can't believe anything the little fella says. Not even hello. He can't tell time without lying. Pretty much. Are you picking this up, GD? Is it starting to compute in your little wine fogged brain there that everyone just knows you're full of shit? Uh, Rizzuto, an IP address is basically an address that's used for the internet, and GD has no protection on his computer. I looked after the live. He was talking to himself. So if you have his IP address, can you do like a search history? See what other channels and sites that he goes to? Because look, I really think the dimwit is into kitty porn. It would be dang old interesting to uh, find his search history. I mean, he was already busted on some dating site, uh, chatting up 18-year-old Filipinos. Um, Journeys in Bohol. Someday the CC Lex will go all the way from Cebu to Atafi Bohol. Maybe when we are 6 feet under, things go there. Yeah, I've heard for 5 or 6 years that the bridge from Cebu to Bohol was coming. It was happening, and yeah, eh, it's Filipino time. Norm, okay, I will watch that video. Yeah, I think that it's been so long. I'm not even 100% sure that the content of that video, but I think I explained the whole situation there. Psycho Stalker, that's Norm. It's just a taste of the world, GD. Rizzuto, GD said 100 times last night, freedom of speech. I can say this, uh, not if it's hate speech, LOL, or LMAO. Yeah, I don't know. The dimwit seems to think he can just talk crap about anyone and it's okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see, GD, how this is all going to play out. And hopefully it'll all play out before you die of natural causes. Steph Stacy, yes, they are divorced. I see the paper where it said former wife Elaine. Yeah, I mean it's common knowledge. It's out there. But he just, one thing about the dimwit, uh, if he can remember, he'll stick to his lies. Now, sometimes he gets his lies confused, um, but he seems to think that if he just says the same lie over and over and over again, that people will believe his side of it. Uh, you know, official paperwork is hard to deny. Uh, GD attorneys in Behold, he tried to mentor a kangaroo. Didn't work out well for him. It didn't work out well for him when he tried to mentor those jalapeno plants either. I didn't ever hear anything about his garden. How he was going to uh, show me what a fine world class gardener he was. Funny. I would I would lay odds that all that crap died because the dimwit is a lot of things. A gardener, he is not. Zudo, maybe I can. Uh, that's harder, but I can tell. But I can call the 911 there and get him admitted. Well, I think that should be step one. The psycho stalker. GD frequents the Black Bull websites. I wonder if that's where he met the old yellow devil. Norm, I only watched GD Mead one time. After he was talking about you, Brian, I told him something that I won't mention. Well, I'm pretty sure you were blocked because you can't go against the dimwit's narrative. What is Black Bull? I don't. It was something between Gary Martin and him. I'm really not up to speed on what it was all about. I think Black Bull. Yeah, Happy Dave. Gary Martin, Elaine's lover. How you doing, Dave? Uh, Glad to see you here. Oh, you sneaky yellow devil got in there first for the price of uh, 500 Australian dollars. Uh, Mizuno, what's his ex-wife's info? I'll give it a try and make a video and send it to GD. I don't know, just Elaine is her name. I would assume that they have the same last name. I can't remember her maiden name. Someone here on the chat will know. Tony would know. Stacy, you disagree with Jeff, you get blocked quick and fast and in a hurry. Psycho Stalker, Phil, it's a cuckold website if you want a man darker complexion to lay with your wife while you watch. GD, why would you be on such a website? Huh? That's funny. Uh, Norm, can you recommend other YouTube channels that I don't know about? Well, yeah, Aiko uh, Arana, that's Philip's fiance's. Rizzuto has a channel. Um, Marcel's Homestead Kitchen, Marcel's channel. Um, my wife Marcel, she still has her channel going, and she occasionally posts videos. Um, what else would I recommend? I don't know off the top of my head. Uh, Gary Martin, Stacy's channel. Um, Every day, Brian, you get up to speed. Monks have discussed how Gary Martin can service Elaine after she is rich uh, from something insurance payout. From death insurance payout. I must have missed something in that loop there. Uh, so Elaine's hunting. The hunter's ex-wife is hunting. Rizzuto, yeah, he blocked me. Even Gladys said to him, unblock Rizzuto's YouTube account. He said I didn't block anyone. He is a liar. Goes without saying. Yeah, like Stacy said, his lips are moving. He's lying. Or was that Psycho Stalker? Uh, Lucy, I assume. Andy, riding in my car. Wow, Andy, you're high tech. Well, you're in Cebu, so you got good internet there. So what's new and interesting with you, Dave? What the hell's going on with my duckweed? How am I going to fix this problem? Yeah, back 10. DG only has 5 members. Oh, GD. You mean he's got 5 actual subscribers left? Rizzuto, let me ask you, bro, what are something you wanted to do in the whole, like go and see that you haven't seen yet? I don't know. Um, you know, been to the Chocolate Hills, been up and down the Labok River. I don't know. I don't know what else there is to see. You see, I didn't research Bohol from the eye of a tourist. I researched Bohol from the standpoint of would I want to live here. So I don't know what attractions there are. Honestly, I don't, Philip. I have no idea. I mean, I'd like to go at some point. I'd like to see the Taal or Tall volcano. I'd like to go see that big volcano in Mindanao. Um, yeah, there's stuff that I would like to go and do, but I'm pretty much locked down on this farm until I get all this stuff lined out. I can't really uh, go anywhere. Maybe Dave, that duckweed pH test might be a good place to start. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mentioned that earlier. I had test strips. I can't find them. Um, I have a meter somewhere. I'll try to hunt it down and test the pH. I know I have a meter somewhere. I've got a couple meters. I just remembered. So I'll give it a shot. We'll try. In fact, I don't even have to go down to the pond because we're circulating the water. I can just look at what is in that first tank. Rizzuto, the duckweed try to add oxygen to the water like a fountain. Uh, I've tried that before when I was trying to grow it in the pond. It didn't make it made zero difference. Um, I tried that in the round tank because the we've got two pretty much identical round tanks. And it was doing well in one and dying in the other. And I figured out in that one, and they both had oxygen at that time. Uh, in those tanks, I figured out it was a tadpole. I put I put 20 male fish in that round tank where the duckweed wasn't doing good. It was like flipping a light switch. 12 hours later, the duckweed was starting to come back. But and now the two tanks are indistinguishable 10 days later. However, the in the new duckweed grow out area, the new duckweed pond, there hasn't been time for tadpoles to begin in there. You know, the frogs have to come along, lay their eggs, at least a couple weeks cycle until you've got tadpoles. That pond has only been there a week. There's no tadpoles in it. So I don't know. Maybe Dave, that field probably seen many fertilizer over the years, and you may have gone acidic. That's a definite possibility. We never really over fertilized anything here, but we did use commercial fertilizer, and it could have gone acidic. But you know, having said that, I mean the water came directly from the pond. You know, we drained the water out of the pond and put in the new pond. So is the water in the tilapia pond acidic as well? I don't know, maybe. Psycho Stalker, what's gone wrong with the duckweed now? Well, in that new pond we built, it's not growing. It's not dying, but it's not growing, and it's pale. It doesn't look healthy. I took down like a couple days ago. I took down a bucket of duckweed that I took out of the round tanks, which is a dark, vibrant green, and I threw it in the pond. It's like night and day. The the duckweed that's in the pond that has been in there for almost a week. It's kind of a pale avocado green as opposed to the to the healthy lawn green of the new stuff that I put in. I mean, it's obvious there's uh, some sort of a problem. Just figuring out that problem is the challenge. So I've begun circulating the water. Love, love, before we go, can you turn on the main pump and have it pump into the tank? Love you. God, it's getting late. Love you, Dave. Rizzuto duckweed often grows wild in shallow ponds beside the road, so doubt it needs much oxygen. That's true as well. And it's just I don't know. It's you know, I've got it basically growing wild right next to the piggery in an old pit there that is just holding water. it's just, it's like I say, where's the easy button? Why can't you just take duckweed that is doing well somewhere and put it in another place with basically all the same conditions and have it replicate? It's just uh, it's always something. And Norm, thanks. You're more than welcome, Norm, and thank you for joining in today. So come on, guys. 52 people watching, 23 thumbs up. You lazy bastards, hit that thumbs up for me. Because it doesn't make a lot of it doesn't make a lot of difference right now. But the more thumbs up I get right now, the more YouTube is going to put this live stream before other people in their watch list. And I would love other people watching this after I finish up. Um, Trevor Kirk, Rizzuto, you are a nice guy, but you need to quit simping for people. They will never respect you and only see you as an ATM. What are you talking about, Trevor? Griffin, good live stream, Brian. I gotta go see a man about a horse. Uh, we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good time at the birthday party. Well, thank you, Griffin. Thank you for joining in. I may, no promises, but I may do another live stream at the birthday party. Philip is supposed to be there, supposed to meet us, and we're going to be leaving soon. So, pseudo simping, I don't even know what that means. It's the first time I've heard that word. Well, I've heard simping. I've heard being a simping before, but I really don't. Because I'm old, I really don't understand the context of what it means. I mean, simp to me would be short for simple. I don't know. Educate us, Trevor. Happy day. Pale avocado green. Marcel will want to paint the house with. I hope not. She loves that color, and I call, you know what I call? I call it baby shit green. I just don't like it. Trevor Kirk, simping is someone who is desperate for attention or affection and can't get that naturally, so they buy the attention from those who don't reciprocate. Well, you have that much more describes the dimwit than it does Philip. Um, Rizzuto, I need to jump in the pool and then get ready, bro. See you in Carmen. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be ending this one up shortly. Happy Dave, sorry about my spelling. I actually did a good day's work today. It near killed me. Well, damn it, Dave. When are you gonna lay down the tools there and retire and get your ass to the Philippines and watch the coconut trees grow? Come on, TikTok, buddy. Happy Dave. Oops, I was guilty not hitting the thumbs up. Done. Well, thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Journeys in Bohol and the beach is always a nice place to go, but sure you've been there before. Yeah, I've been to Anda. Look, I'm not a big beach guy. I'm just not, because I don't. Swimming in the ocean here is like swimming in a sauna. It's not cold water. and you're here. I mean, if you've never been to the Philippines, then let me spell this out for you. It's hot as hell here when you're out in the sun. And when you're on a beach, it's just reflecting that heat up. It is hot. And so whenever I go to the beach here, the first thing I do is look for shade. I'm just not a big hang out at the beach guy. I've been to Anda Beach several times, and it's okay, but just laying in a lounge chair, sipping on a margarita is okay, but I'd rather be doing it not on a beach. Hippie's here. She must be here to get her pay. Where are we at? Type of Dave. I can't see Philip as a simp. Don't really know him, but never see any indication of that. Yeah, I don't know. I think Trevor is misreading the situation. I haven't even finished my second cup of coffee yet. All right, so look, guys, I need to get ready to go. Norm, I watch all of your live chat, but never participated. Time here is 10:15 p.m. Saturday. Well, we're exactly 12 hours opposed. It's 10:18 a.m. Sunday here, Sunday morning. So look, careful, Charlie. So look, guys, I'm going to end this one up. I've got to get ready. We've got to get out of here. We've got a party to go to. Kind of keep your. Oh, you let a cat in. That's Ming Ming, yeah. Oh, what is it, Ming Ming? Oh, Ming Ming came in to talk to me. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one up. Thank you all for participating. It was fun. Bagging on the dimwit. It's so easy. He just he doesn't get it. He doesn't get that if he just shuts up and goes away, out of sight, out of mind. No, because all he is free entertainment, and he just does not get it. That if he wants to solve his YouTube problem, just go away from YouTube. Just shut up and go away because nobody cares. All everybody is doing is just laughing at you, GD. Maybe you like that. I don't know. Maybe you're a bit of a narcissist as well as all the other psychological conditions you have. I don't know. But anyway, guys, we're out of here. I'm going to get ready and we're going to get. So, to each and every one of you who has participated this morning, I appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. I think we had a good time. So, as far as I know, I'll be doing a live stream again on Wednesday evening. Everyone, do me that favor, hit the thumbs up on your way out. It would be very much appreciated. Even you, dimwit, hit that thumbs up. Let's see. Bye. Stacey Jeff needs to do what he says, move on with that caravan and show Australia. Yeah. But he won't. He can't. He can't help himself. So anyway, guys, I'll see you on Wednesday. Stay safe. Be well. We'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.